If you love what we do, then please consider supporting Kritfayle on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
So we decided that we're still at the place we broke into.
Okay.
Yeah, we said we were going to go straight from there to the street that I forget the name of.
Weren't we heading towards a coffee shop?
Or it was a bar.
There's both.
Yes. It had a poster on it with the same crazy name that we've been finding around this apartment that we broke into.
My notes from last time just say Cipher was very drunk, so...
The highlight.
Yeah.
That's all I wrote.
But yes, we did say that we were gonna head over there after, but we're still in the apartment. Terrence is very superstitious, and he's mildly concerned about these fake names. And he's like, hee hee.
Ah, hee hee.
Teehee?
Teehee.
TV.
Teehee, and what was the other one?
There was a ticket to a concert that was the Beatniks, was the band.
Yeah, it was a cover band, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a name, it was cut off on the ticket. But it wasn't Teehee. Can't for the life of me remember what that name was. Terrence took a picture of the ticket, though. He's going to pull out his phone and he's going to look at the picture of the ticket. Please tell me what the name is.
The Heebie-Jeebie.
Heebie-Jeebie.
Oh, yes! I remember, because it was Heebie-Jeebie Teehee.
And Cascade Road is where you were.
That's the name.
And where did I find that name?
Toolkit?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I didn't even write that down. Shit.
Neither did I.
You have a toolkit.
I now have a toolkit.
Yep.
Personal key, which is probably useless, but Cipher's busily. She's got the toolkit open. It's so like material, but it's a. No, actually, I'll make it leather. So she's looking at a leather case that's got a zip around it. She unzips it, and inside there's a bunch of little tools, some with wires attached to them, and she notices something inside it. It's ooh, will these be some pretty old tools that we've been dealing with here? Wow. I mean, these would have been used like years and years ago. It was used by some well-known... Was this person well-known? God.
Within hacking circles, not superstar status, but...
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to clarify because I didn't want to go making up stories without... Oh, so these tools used to be owned by a fairly well-known hacker back in the day, Flare. I don't know what consequence this has, but or what it even means. But maybe this person was here at one point, given the amount of other pieces that we found, the circuit boards, the other boards, the computer parts. My head still hurts so much.
But all of this stuff is really out of date, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But it could still be useful for tinkering and resurrecting older systems, and it still might be useful to some extent. I mean, to be blunt, I could use these to pull apart small systems and basically rewire some simple electronics and stuff like that, considering computer components were much larger back in the day as opposed to now. They're a little bit more complex, but the principle's still the same. So are we heading off to a club?
Uh,
Hello?
Yeah.
I guess.
Because I'm feeling the need for an Irish whiskey.
Ugh.
Oh, not an Irish whiskey. No, I'm not drinking this early in the morning. Jesus Christ. An Irish
Carrie
coffee.
kind of looks at you sideways, and he's like, I think Irish whiskey is more accurate to what you usually drink in the morning. But
Isn't it 1 p.m.?
get going.
I don't think it is anymore. It was like 1 p.m. when we started.
Huh? What are you talking about? Cipher's now looking at it. Holy shit. Well, okay, I feel like I need a shower or something. Alright, do we want to follow these clues while they're still fresh in your memory?
Are you talking to me?
Well, I'm looking at both of you. No, she's really talking really stupid. Far out.
I mean, I don't have any better ideas.
I don't mind going to check it out now rather than later. It'll at least give whoever currently occupies this space less time to freak out and disappear off the face of the planet if they haven't already. Shall we? Ladies? And he's like holding the door open for both of you now.
Cipher's like skips. She's like got a spring in her step and she instantly skips straight out the door, smiling. You're kidding me.
Oh. But it would be funny to see a despair come up, Cipher giving you that smug look, skipping out the door, and goes straight into the edge.
What am I rolling?
No, don't. I'm just saying it.
Oh, well, I was... Well, she's actually not really, because she's more paying, hey, Terry. I'm like, yeah, this is me being happy.
I wasn't making you roll.
Well.
Oh no!
And I...
Skipping disadvantage.
I wasn't making you roll.
And she's like totally focused on Terry as she's like skipping out, getting and she didn't really read the lip of the door and sort of stumbled a little bit. And as she went out into the hallway, and there was people walking past who looked at her very strangely, and she's like looking up at them and saying hello, and it's like they quickly. The guy, old couple, he grabs his wife and hurries her along down the hallway. And shit, Cipher turns around, looks at Terry. Oops.
Terry's eyebrows are somewhere in his hairline. He doesn't say anything though. He's just looking back at you for a second, and then he turns to Wren and kind of looks at her pleadingly, like, can we please leave?
Wren's gonna just walk through the door and kind of ignore whatever's going on with Cipher.
Right? And then Terry will follow. And he will close the door and do nothing else to try and cover the fact that we were in there.
Did we want to lock it again, or are we just headed out?
Was it locked when we got here?
Terry's got his head in his hands, and he's like, you...
If it wasn't, I don't know what I was doing.
If you guys want to try and lock it after, that's your area of expertise. If I tried to do it, I would probably make it really, really obvious that it was messed with, even if I did manage to lock it again.
Didn't Wren pick the lock to get in?
Yeah.
So wouldn't you just need to press the button on the other side just to lock the mechanism and then close the door and it's locked?
Is it a button or is it a deadbolt?
Not a electronic lock at all.
Well, no, but like when you say button, I think those like bathroom door locks. Those types of door handles are usually like interior
Yeah.
privacy locks
front
rather
door.
than not a front door.
Yeah, but they use them over there in the Australia.
Do they?
Really?
Oh, yes, really.
That's so
Some doors
dangerous.
don't even
Oh
have
my goodness.
deadbolts on them, which is why it's so easy for children, little wee children, to break into houses over there.
Oh
How do I
my
know
God.
this? I don't know, but
You don't.
I read the news.
The Australian news.
Yep.
I'm not gonna bother. We didn't bother to try and leave the apartment like we found it, so it probably doesn't matter if the door's locked.
Oh,
And there, if some wee children break into it and mess it up more, it's less likely that we'll be caught. Right? Right?
Eh.
I need a drink more than Cipher at this point, and Terrence starts like following his goggle maps to Cascade Road. Is it close enough to walk, or did we agree on getting a taxi?
I think it was about 15 kilometers. I think it's definitely middle class town.
Oh yes.
I think we'll want to take a taxi. We'll have to ring Bob. I mean George. Or is it Bob? No,
Bob,
it's George.
Terry's grinning. He's like, "Are you sure?"
Cipher's looking at a left hand, going, "Oh dear, it's not there anymore."
I knew it. I knew you did something funny.
What do you mean funny?
Terrence has got his cell phone out, and he's calling the taxi driver, who he's going to pointedly not say the name of.
Cipher's looking at Terry, it's like her eyes like sort of a little bit wide, and she's like sort of a little bit jumping around. She's like sly puttering. Do you remember the taxi driver's name? Was it Bob or George? Oh, could it have been Dave?
I don't think I've ever been in a taxi with this person, so...
Okay. You've never been in the taxi?
Not with you, no. I've been in a taxi, but I don't know what taxi driver you're talking about. There's lots of taxi drivers.
But Fennyman has a taxi driver.
Does he? Look, I walk. I walk most places.
I didn't think it was just a random taxi driver just helping us out.
I don't take taxis very often.
Well, 15 k's is a long walk. You'll
Yeah,
need
no.
that.
I'm not walking here.
And you've got short
I'm
legs.
not any shorter than yours.
Well, that's why I'm taking a taxi.
Yeah, so am I.
Has the phone just been ringing this whole time? Terrence takes the phone away from his face, realizes he hasn't pressed call, and he presses call and tries again.
You're on the mic with Mike. Well, George, but it doesn't work if I say you're on the mic with George.
Why not?
Is he on speakerphone?
He's not. He is not. He is most pointedly not. Anyway, would you be able to come pick 3 of us up and drive us to the slightly nice part of town?
Yeah, I can do that.
Excellent. We are at this address. When do you think you can come by?
Give me 15 minutes, I think.
Alright, thank you very much. See you soon. He's gonna be about 15 minutes, says Terrence as he puts the phone back in his pocket.
Hey-ho.
Our very good friend and taxi driver, whose name you've forgotten again.
Oh,
No.
is that why you're asking?
No, I wasn't asking. I was just making a small query.
Ah. Either way, I don't know.
See? And now Cipher's like pointing at Wren. She
Not
doesn't know either.
forgotten. I never met him.
Oh, now you just be fibbing to us.
It's
That
a
would
bit
be-
odd that you've never met him, especially working with Mr. Fennyman. He never called you a taxi before?
No? I don't go very far. I like to you know, stay home.
Fair.
Ooh. Cipher, like, does a bit of a jump, and then she starts skipping off halfway down the street.
What now?
Not sure.
She
You
probably hasn't heard you, but you see her. She stops at looks like a trolley, like a shopping trolley. It's got a lot of stuff in it, and there's a guy sitting next to it, obviously downtrodden. She pulls something out of her pocket and hands it to him. Says something to him down the street.
What do you think she's doing?
Jumps up, does a little bit of a twirl, and then starts skipping through the traffic back towards you guys.
I don't even know if I want to guess. She's gonna get hit by a car. She's not careful.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty sure she can do her crazy gymnastics through traffic and never get hit once.
Well, hopefully
Hey,
for her.
Cipher. What was that about?
What was what about?
That.
What you just did, you handed something to that guy over there. Does he look
Yeah.
happier?
Oh, he's definitely happier.
Did you give him your money? What happened?
Oh, just gave him a wee little bit just to help him out for the day. Poor sod. Needed some food.
You gave him food.
No.
So
Are
money?
you sure you didn't accidentally give him your entire stash of money? He looks too happy.
I never carry more than what I can't afford to lose at any one singular time. and as you know, I'm a little bit down on money at the moment too, so I don't have much left.
So why are you giving it away?
Good
Why not?
question.
It's only money.
If you think I'm buying you another bottle of whiskey, you got something else coming.
Oh, I do apologize for that. I won't be doing that to you again. In the immediate future, at least.
It wasn't just me. You broke into your neighbor's apartment. I had to clean up after you.
Do you want me to reimburse you for the cleaning? And she's like, Cipher's like really looking at Terry now, concerned. Okay, are you seriously considering this?
You can't reimburse me. I tried to hide the evidence of you trashing the place. You ate half a chicken.
You could sue for emotional damages.
They're already emotional. You can't make them more emotional. And it certainly wasn't half a chicken. It was more like a chicken wing and a chicken leg and some potatoes.
Terrence crouches a little bit and points at her. You remember? You told me you couldn't remember anything. You lied.
Cipher's like, got a hand over her mouth. Her eyes are wide. No. Well, that's what I think it was, at least, anyway.
Ah.
Based on what?
Based on what I usually eat. And
Usually eat exclusively chicken and potatoes.
Girlie, I checked your fridge. You had nothing in there.
The people that live next door to me, they're always buying chickens.
They exclusively eat chicken and potatoes.
Yes, because they know someone who works on a potato farm.
Oh, so you break in and raid their fridge often.
It's not that I break in, it's that I sometimes forget where I'm living.
I think most people do call that breaking in.
Especially when the keypad to lock the door is popped all the way off and dangling down the wall.
Not my fault that they live next door to me.
It's not their fault that you live next door to them.
Actually, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. What are you still picking on me for? Jeez, can a girl cop a break? And when's Bob gonna get here? I mean, George.
Are you sure that's his name?
This 1940s cab sort of pulls up.
Cipher turns to Wren. So, you've never been in this particular cab before?
I don't think so.
Does the
Should I have
Cipher-
noted the license plate of every taxi I've been in?
Terrence is trying to usher you both into the taxi, or at least towards it. He's like, come on.
She's walking to the front of the car and she's pointing at George. This guy, you don't recognize this guy? He's Fennyman's taxi driver.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Okay, Terry, I'm getting in. And Cipher's like, she gets in to the back, slides across all the way to the far left side. Hang on. You guys drive on the left side.
Driver sits on the left, yeah.
She's sitting on the far right side. In the back
That
seat.
means you're blocking the way for the rest of us to get in.
She's not moving.
Is going to pick Cipher up before she can put on her seatbelt and plunk her in the middle, and then sit down himself.
What the hell have you been doing, man?
And I guess I'll walk around the car and get on the left side.
He's just gonna sit where Cipher was previously.
Now Terry's on the far right.
Yeah.
Cipher's
I was
now
trying to avoid saying that because I knew that was the lead in. You can't make me say it.
And everyone sits in silence in the taxi.
Well, Cipher's got her arms crossed, looking down at her toes, at her shoes at least, anyway.
Hey, Terry, how's it going? You must be Wren.
Hello?
So we're having a bit of a betting pool down at the Cornerstones on where Cipher was from. There's also one on her age, too.
Oh.
Huh?
And what do most people think?
It ranges from 125 to 10.
I was like, what?
I'm gonna say 10's a lot more likely.
She's shaking her head. What the hell you been talking about? What's this thing? On my age?
They're
I'm
betting.
just not sure. Yeah, they're betting. They got a bit of a pool going. The person who gets it right gets whatever's in the pool.
How do you know when you get it right, though?
Well, I think one day Ferret might actually be a better hacker than this one. Might learn something. Shouldn't call him Ferret, really. That's somewhat unkind. It's not his fault that he looks like one, but we shouldn't call him one.
Oh no. Terrence kind of nudges Cipher. He's like, hey, you're not gonna properly say hello to our friend here?
Howdy, George.
Howdy, Cipher.
Cipher turns to Terry. See? I remembered.
Took you long enough.
Cipher turns to Wren. What the hell, woman? When did you come into this?
I'm sitting right next to you. It's not like you can have a private conversation.
Terrence is just kind of chuckling, and he tells George the address, and he's like, "We're just picking on her a bit today. Sorry about that."
Oh, seriously, you have one late night, and everyone's out for you the next day.
One.
Well, one this week anyway.
And what day of the week is it?
Do you want me to roll for that?
Sure.
I would like it to be Monday, but
Yeah, so would I. One.
1d8.
Yep.
1d. Hey, exclamation like that.
Exclamation, Polly. Well, like that. I can't even see what you've typed, so.
What the hell?
yep.
Like that.
Aww.
6 Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, unless we start on a Venusian calendar.
Oh, God.
And that is Monday?
Okay, so it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Yeah, so it's Friday night. See? I had a very good excuse for not being so bright this morning. Friday night.
So what's your speciality, Wren? I know Terry dabbles in the arcane arts, and Cipher's speciality is trouble. What's yours?
So far, breaking and entering.
Oh, that's a useful skill.
So I just got a face in the palm. So that's a job now.
You make money, so I guess.
She's like eyeing. Cypher's eyeing and up and down. Just as long as you know who your friends are, dear.
No, I don't think you have anything worth taking. Don't worry.
Cypher's got what?
She's got a very fancy laptop, one of a kind. Made it myself.
The wooden one, yes. I've seen it.
A tear trickles down her left eye.
Oh no.
Terrence puts his arm over his shoulders and he's like, we're just bugging ya. Calm down.
So, George, why haven't we left yet? You're enjoying the show. I mean...
He like turns and looks at you, and then he like points out the window, and it's not where you started.
So we've been driving.
Not only have we been driving, we're there.
Simon's like, oh dearie me. I think I had a wee bit too much to drink last night.
So I've heard.
I'm losing all sense of time. Oh, jeez, it's been donkey's years since I've been arseways like that. Oh.
I am driving down the street now, Cipher.
Oh.
We are passing a set of traffic lights, Cipher.
Terry told me we were there. Not there.
I wasn't sure if we were actually there yet. I was just making a joke. I'm sorry.
For fuck's sake, now you're confusing me. Simon's like really confused at the moment. She's like feeling a little bit under the weather and cognitively inhibited at the moment. I think I'm gonna need a Xanax.
Ooh, I didn't bring any of that with me. I have a lemon drop, and he pulls this like slightly old-looking paper-wrapped candy and hands it to you.
Cipher sticks out her right hand, looks at it. How old? How old is this?
I don't know. I got it from a restaurant at some point.
Well, how old are you?
Nice try, George. Hey, have you got a bet up there too?
Yeah.
You've got to be feckin' kidding me.
What did you bet on, George?
What's the pool on? What's the pool at, should I say?
Are you gonna bet? I don't think that's allowed.
What?
I think it's about $650 at the moment.
Ugh.
Now, see, I know elves can be a little deceptive, and they can grow quite old, but you're also a friggin' idiot. So I'm kind of leaning to you shouldn't be drinking.
George, she reaches in her back pocket, pulls out the little wallet. It's a wallet.
Oh, here we go with the fake ID again.
Yeah, we've
ID
seen
cards.
it. We've seen it, Cipher.
Everyone has seen it.
She holds up her ID card.
It's just as fake as it was last time, Cipher.
And it still be saying that I'm 21.
It also has your fake name on there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
You told us Cipher isn't your real name.
You did.
Because it's not your real name.
And so, if it was a real ID, it would have your real name.
No, it's a.
Sorry, it's got her real fake name.
Because it's a real fake ID. Yep.
Well, I don't want anyone knowing me real name, do I?
What about your fake real
No.
name?
My fake real name? Acceptable.
How about your real fake name, your fake real name, your real fake real name, all of those?
So, one of them is Cipher.
Okay. Know that one. Yeah.
Yep, that's all you need to know.
And he pulls into Cascade Road, and it's a little bit like Markham, Maine. Definitely middle class. Very different to your sort of part of town.
Lots of wedding dress stores.
Yeah, there's probably a wedding store. There's clothing stores. There's the club. There's the quaff and stuff cafe there. There's a convenience store, but it looks like a decent one. Doesn't look like one of the, like a dive kind of one.
While yous were looking at the stores, Cypher's opened up the lemon drop and shoved it in her mouth. Do I get food poisoning?
Maybe.
Make a roll.
Constitution check.
Roll for food poisoning.
You take a lemon strain.
Oh dear.
Did you say you take a lemon strain?
A lemon.
Well,
Thank you. I'm here all week.
I don't think you can get food poisoning from
An
hardened
old
sugar.
pen.
It
Yeah.
can just be kind of like sticky and stick your teeth together and be generally unpleasant. I'll let you decide. Or actually, hang on. I'm gonna do a roll to see how old.
George is looking at you. I'm just waiting to see if your head explodes.
Cypher's like testing the bounds of this lemon drop.
Is it 46 years old?
No, but it is more than a month old, so it's pretty old. The texture isn't great. It's kind of stale and sticky.
Yeah, it'd still be edible. I've had worse.
I'm glad you're enjoying the lemon drop.
Tartary.
Tartar?
Tartary. Tar, as in, thank you very much, dear.
Ah.
Tar. Cypher turns to George. What be your problem now?
So
Are we
when did
there?
you get anything done?
Are we there yet?
Yes. You
We've stopped.
here.
We've been watching you eat your lemon drop.
That's why I've been sitting here looking at you. As good as a driver as I normally am, I don't actually drive looking at you.
Well, now Cypher's looking at Terry going, so, you haven't left the vehicle yet?
No, you're right. It's like I'm in the way or something.
Yep. You're in the way.
He stares pointedly at you for a second before he gets out of the car. And then
Your
he goes
seatbelt's
to
still
close
on.
the door. No, it's not. He never put it on in the first place.
I didn't.
He's a terrible passenger. Don't do that in real life, people. Terrence has gotten out of the car and he's closed the door behind him.
And Wren's getting out of the car on the other side.
And Cipher was about to get out the right side, but now the door's closed. She starts to head the other way to follow Wren out.
And Wren will not close the door, although she's tempted.
And Cipher gets out Wren's side. Ah, thank you, me dear. Ooh, traffic.
Jeez.
So it's on purpose then? The skipping in traffic?
You thought it wasn't on purpose?
No, I just thought maybe somehow she didn't realize it was, like, dangerous. But it seems very intentional, this, oh, I will go play in traffic.
She like darts it out a couple of cars and then heads back to the footpath where people are walking along. And she's sort of like jumping up and down in the spot wedding fuse.
Terrence goes over.
Yeah.
So you can see the breadboard quaff and stuff. You can see Orion's herbal tea shop. You can see the heebie-jeebie. You can then see other general stores from fashion and food and
Well,
other normal stores you'd find in a middle class area.
where to?
The tea shop or the heebie-jeebies?
I want to check out both.
Okay. Cypher's looking around, looking up at the buildings.
Let's check out the tea shop first. Maybe they have something for headaches. Like a bat.
Why would you want to eat a bat?
No, I mean a baseball bat. To take care of your headaches. And he wiggles his eyebrows at you before he walks towards the tea shop.
Cypher's sort of following a bit of a quizzical look on her face. How can a baseball bat make your headache better?
And Wren's following Cipher.
And Emily gets violence jokes.
Yes.
We all have a certain type of joke. It's awesome.
There is one kind of joke that everyone does not get, and one they do. I don't know.
Okay, so Terrence walks up to the door of the tea shop. Is it open? What does it look like?
It looks like a older sort of building, and it's a glass and wooden door, and there's a little neon open sign that is lit up.
All right, he will open the door and go inside.
And you are hit by a whole bunch of different smells. There's a lot of tea, but it also seems to be a bit of a Chinese herbal medical store as well. And there's a whole bunch of different smells that are all mixing together. Not necessarily unpleasant, just really strong.
Wow. The smells in this place.
And there is a old Asian lady behind the counter, and she has a toothpick, which is in her mouth, and she is looking at you. She doesn't seem to be hostile in any way, like she's just watching you.
Ginger. I'll be smelling ginger. Hey, old lady, you got ginger tea?
The toothpick flicks back and forth. Yes, we have ginger tea.
Oh, please, please, please. Where?
She sort of eyes Cipher a bit. Seems to be trying to decide if she thinks Cipher's a legit individual.
What do you mean, legitimate individual? Is there such a thing as an illegitimate individual?
Well,
that's what she's trying to work out.
She's got a fake name, and we don't know how old she is, so...
That doesn't mean she's illegitimate, though.
Hey, I don't know anything about her parents.
Neither does the old lady. So eventually she points over towards the far side of the store where there's lots of little bins.
Oh, thank you. And Cipher runs over towards the bins looking for that gingery essence that she's sort of craving at the moment. Like, it's not like 100 credits just for like...
Oh, that'd be tempting, but no. It's like $5 a bag, $10 a bag, $15 a bag, depending which quality you get.
Okay.
And it smells good. I mean, you've had some of the other stuff, so I mean, it seems of similar quality. It came from the same store.
Cool. Cipher, will you pick up one of the better quality ones?
And it's all loose. It's none of this bag crap.
She's picking up a handful of tea.
Well, actually, she's looking around for how to pack this. Probably in a
corner chewing on the tea. Nom, 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 nom. And the old lady's fear is just... There's like paper bags, like brown paper bags.
It just reminds me of something typical that would happen only in the anime. Okay. Well, Cipher's busily filling up a bag full of ginger tea.
Terrence pulls up his phone and he says, well, we tried a really amazing tea recently and we found out it was from your shop. Do you have any more of this particular brand? And he shows her the picture he took of the tea box.
She looks at it, and she goes, hmm. And she wanders over. There's a whole display of that brand and different styles of tea, different flavors.
Okay. This must be very popular, this brand.
No, it's not bad. It's not the cheapest. Not everyone likes to buy expensive tea. The ones over there sort of sell more. They're more middle of the range. I think that's how you put it.
That's fair. Do you have a specialty?
Cypher's just backed out at the back. Oh, Teddy.
I think it depends on what you mean by special tea. If I can take your young companion's demeanor as any guide.
She, despite her short stature, she's an elf. She's probably somewhere over 100 years old. She's very sensitive about her age.
I see.
Who said I'd be sensitive about my age? I'm 21.
Well,
Can't you guys get it through your
tell us
heads?
your age, so...
I keep telling you, it's 21.
And we don't believe
See?
you.
She reaches in her back pocket again.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Terrence is just pinching the bridge of his nose. He's like, please
Pointing
excuse her.
directly at the card. 21.
Huh, yeah.
Hey, and while
And how
I'm
many-
doing this, hey, old lady,
Cipher.
how much for this paper bag
Hi.
full of tea?
Watch your mouth and be polite in somebody else's shop, young lady.
Cipher, how many years have you been 21 for?
Cypher's like looking around.
And the bags can take 4 scoops. And so it depends on how many scoops and what one you chose. That'll be how much it is.
2 scoops of pure
The
ginger.
high-end ginger. Pure
Pure
ginger. Oh my
ginger.
goodness.
Just a ginger root in a bag.
It's
Just
gonna be
ginger.
spicy.
Nom nom nom.
Cipher just eats a ginger root.
I was like, it smells so good. And to your question, Wren, you're only 21 for a year.
People, I'd believe that. You, I'm not so sure.
We have specialty, but not specialty.
Cryptic.
I am interested.
Cipher is confused, and she hands over 40 credits. Oh my god.
Yes, exactly, you crazy little girl.
Cypher's like looking at the old lady. Huh? It smells so good. I could just eat it.
And there's little bags. They look like almost like hash bags, sort of thing. Like definitely like drugs, but they're not. And she's like, "This is a very special tea that we get. It is slightly infused with mana."
Oh. I am excessively interested now. What are the properties of this tea? Like, how does it absorb?
I do not know. We get it from a company that specializes in teas, and one of their teas, they have a mage infuse some magic into it. I think it affects the taste, obviously.
And what is the taste?
It's kind of magical.
Okay. And how many of these little baggies are there?
They have 12,
They have 12.
and they are 150 each.
Terrence will take 2. and pull out a chip to transfer. Do you take these transfers?
We do.
Excellent. And he, what kind of POS system do they have? Can he just like tap it and it works? Or
Yep.
okay,
Yep.
he's gonna do that.
I'm assuming, or a little slot that you insert it in. And
Do you have
Okay.
tap?
Do you have tap?
they have to. I mean, there's a retro feel to it, but at the same time, they've got to have.
Okay, he's gonna hold it up to the screen until it changes color and the credits transfer over, and he is out 220 credits.
And she gives you a little bow. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm very excited. This one bag is what? 2 cups? 1 cup?
A normal size pot.
Pot. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright. So that's about 4 cups. I will definitely try this. Thank you.
4 cups of manatee.
I was so happy I got to slide that pun in there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, thank you again. And
You are most welcome.
Terrence is going to leave because he's gonna look around the shop and see if anything looks amiss. He's gonna try and casually investigate before he leaves.
Okay, you can give me a perception check. 2 purple.
Alright. My perception. Oh, my perception is really good. I keep forgetting. Never mind, I perceive nothing.
Yeah, it's legit. It's totally legit.
I have 3 advantages, though.
One of them is Cipher is leaving.
No, you couldn't help but notice Cipher just gingerly chewing on some of the leaves.
Ginger.
The tea leaf.
Gingerly chewing on the ginger.
Yep.
Wren is watching Cipher because it's very interesting.
It's like a cat eating dry leaves.
Well, actually, chewing on a piece of ginger when you're not feeling well is really, really good for you, so long as you don't, swallow the ginger piece.
Yeah.
And she did say she wasn't feeling well, so.
I think chewing on tea leaves would just be really bitter, though.
Yeah, but she just
This is
bought
more
straight
ginger.
up ginger.
Ginger eat.
Oh,
Yep.
True.
Yep.
That's probably the way she's eating it.
Oh, for the way she's eating it. How are you eating it?
Yeah, like I was described before, like a cat eating a dry leaf. She's like got it in the side of her mouth. It's just like trying to carg down on top of it.
That's
You-
amazing.
Didn't want to, make tea with that?
I still really like it. I'll tell you what this.
Huh?
You can use hot water and milk. Well, maybe not so much milk in the ginger tea, but a cup. You could pretend to be civilized.
She is not well today in many different ways. We'll get out of your hair. Sorry. And Terrence is going to leave. Oh, can one of my advantages be that I noticed something about the tea that I bought?
Sure.
Cool. I noticed something about the tea I bought.
It's blue.
What would you like to
It's
notice?
blue.
Yeah, it's got a slight blue tint.
And it has a
sure.
picture of a manatee on the box.
Is there any, just by the smell and the look of it, can I gather whether or not the mana in the tea just affects the flavor, or if it can give you any boost in powers if you work with the arcane, that kind of thing? Does it work like a mana potion, is what I'm trying to ask.
God has muted himself.
Oh no.
That's not concerning at all. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
couple people look at Cipher as they
Dang it.
Oh.
still taste awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, a couple people, because Cypher's a little weird chewing on the thing outside. But they keep sort of walking.
tastes really good.
As long as you're happy, I guess.
All right, girly. I hope that makes you feel better.
So you're standing on the street and you have some really cool tea.
Are we rolling whites?
No, it was for something else.
Oh, okay.
How much of that tea have you eaten?
It's not even tea at this point. She just bought straight up ginger root.
That's just ginger root. I'll just be.
You could at least get like candied ginger. Candied ginger at least tastes good.
Yeah, but it
Doesn't
doesn't
work
have
the
the same health benefits.
Yeah, I guess. But it's got sugar.
So, Wren, you have a sweet tooth.
Huh?
Are we going to the? What was the other store's name?
The club?
Heebie-jeebie.
Oh, coffee.
Yes.
Coffee and ginger.
So I was looking at the ginger root and looking at the bag and looking over towards the coffee shop and puts the ginger root back in the bag.
No more ginger?
Terrence kind of scrunches up his nose. He's like, "You're gonna put the chewed pea? That's so gross, Cipher. That is so gross."
She's like humming away. She's probably about 5, 6 feet, 7 feet now, 8 feet, and skipping towards the coffee shop.
I guess we're going to the coffee shop?
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a nice cafe. It's what you'd expect. In a way, that's probably somewhat disappointing. It is exactly what you'd expect. It's not got its own sort of feel. It has a very sort of, not generic exactly, but it has that sort of, the way the chairs are, the way the art is, the way the whole thing feels. It's exactly what you expect from that kind of coffee. Yeah. But it does smell okay. Like, it doesn't smell like it's bad coffee. And they've got like counter lunches and that, and they look edible. Like, not bad, but just, you think they're definitely overpriced, and it's trying to play with a certain slightly above middle class feel to go for a slightly above middle class pricing.
All right. So things look edible and look nice, but looking at them, you get the feeling that they'll be like watered down and won't taste that great.
It might taste fine. You might be happy with it. It's just they're definitely trying to sell how the place feels more than the actual quality. It's sort of the exact opposite of Cornerstones and the diner, where you look at the place and you don't think it will be all that, and the food's actually kind of really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get somewhere that feels all that, and the food and that isn't necessarily as good. They're sort of definitely trying to sell the ambience and that over the quality of the food.
All right.
And this young human comes up, early 20s, wearing an apron. He has he's got 3 badges. One says Trevor. One says, "I have a doctorate in business." And the other says, "Career barista."
Oh, no.
Well,
Cipher sounded really excited.
Cipher was just about to say something, and she's lifted her finger up in the air, and she's gone, like she was about to say something,
what?
and thought better of it. And she pipes up and says, "So, you'll be a waiter then?"
I'm a barista, yes.
Can you do Irish coffee? I mean, proper Irish coffee, like the real thing.
Terrence has
We're not in Ireland, so I think that it would be exceedingly difficult to do the real thing, because I'm assuming to be the real thing, that would only be in Ireland.
Well, technically, and Cypher's shaking her head, but you're a barista. You should know how to make an Irish coffee.
Well, I do know how to make one. But for it to be real, we'd have to be an island.
Technically, that would be correct.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you would like an Irish coffee, I can make you an Irish coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that I can make you a real Irish coffee.
Okay. So let me rephrase this. I don't want you to fly to Ireland and make me a real coffee.
Well, that's good, because I don't think I could do that.
All I need to know is, can you make me a real Irish coffee?
I can make you an Irish coffee. I'm not sure I can make you a real Irish coffee. We did come.
Please. And a little bit strong. I've got the taste of ginger in my mouth.
Okay.
There isn't.
I won't ask why. And how can I help you? And he's looking at Terry and Wren.
Is he taking our orders just as we're standing on the inside of the door? All right.
They're very proactive.
Terrence
He's on commission.
is like, can we
Cypher's
get it?
actually looking for a table too, so as soon as she sees open
Yeah,
one,
there
she's
is.
like bolting straight there.
Apparently we're sitting over there. Can I get a vanilla latte?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
And I can actually do a real vanilla latte.
Is it real vanilla, or are you just gonna put that syrup stuff in it?
Oh, no, it's real. We have real.
Fair.
We have both, but if you'd like real, I can do real.
I'm alright with just the syrup, to be honest. I'm not picky. No worries. And he wanders over to the table that Cipher has claimed.
At this point, Cypher's got her laptop out, and she's madly banging away on a keyboard.
Could I just get a small coffee?
He nods.
Okay, thanks. And she's gonna head over and sit down as well.
I wonder what this place has to do with the concert.
I don't know, do they look like they ever have live music?
Well, no, it's beside the concert hall, right?
Oh. Yeah.
We just saw it in the corner of the picture.
Did anyone get any successes on the cube?
On the cube with the photos?
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
I couldn't remember.
We saw
Okay,
that. We saw the photos. That's how we found this place.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
There was a professor, and we think it may have something to do with the learning program that
Sally.
Sally. I almost said Sophia. Terrence is very worked up about her death, but can't remember her name. Our theory was that it had something to do with the learning program that she signed up to do.
He comes over and puts the tray down and puts your drinks in front of you.
And Wren's just gonna fill her coffee with cream and sugar.
Terrence kind of raises one eyebrow before he turns to the barista and asks, "So do you guys have promotions that you do in partnership with the concert hall next door?"
I don't think so. Not in. We do promotions, but not with the. Not with the bar. No.
Well, what kind of promotions do you have? Just like regular coffee shop stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes there'll be a discount on coffee, or come in for a discount on breakfast.
That's fair. This area is really nice. It seems pretty cozy. Do you get like a good regular crowd in?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a few apartment blocks, sort of behind here. We have a few regulars.
Anybody that stands out or doesn't quite fit in the crowd?
Other
Cypher
than us.
immediately puts her hand up. She's shaking it.
Aside from us, he kind of rolls his eyes and tries to get serious again.
Give me a negotiation.
Negotiation. If I remember correctly, Terrence is okay at that. Nope, wrong thing. Where is it?
Cypher's looking at the tags on this guy's uniform again. What do they say?
Trevor, career barista, and I have a business doctorate.
Why did that work so well compared to the yellows? I succeed a lot.
He sort of thinks about it. He's like, oh, there's a couple. I mean, we have Mr. Frackle comes in sometimes. He's a bit of an odd individual. Nice man, but a bit distant.
Mr.
Don't know if something happened to him.
Mr. Who?
Frackle.
Fackle.
Yes. He's a senior. Nice enough.
And sorry, you're wondering if something happened to him? Has he been?
Well, he's a bit distant. Like he's always thinking about something. Like he's not always in the moment when he talks to you. Sometimes we have to, sort of get his attention. Like as soon as he's done, he's off somewhere else in his mind. I don't think it's medical. I don't think he's got Alzheimer's or anything. He just seems to be elsewhere a lot.
Fackle?
Yes.
Cypher's looking at a laptop. She's just busily typing away and taking small sips on her Irish coffee, which does she believe is a proper Irish coffee?
Proper, yes.
Very good. Cypher's happy.
This coffee shop actually put alcohol in her Irish coffee.
It's Starbucks, but they put alcohol.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, it's technically not Starbucks.
No,
it's
but
like
it's Starbucks-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have a more foreboding name a little bit.
Because don't forget we have orcs and
Heebie-jeebies
elves
is not a
and-
good thing.
Yeah, running
No, this
around.
isn't Heebie-jeebies, is it? Isn't Heebie-jeebies next door?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Well, what's this? What?
Isn't
what
this
is...
breadboard quaff and stuff or whatever?
Correct.
Yeah.
But they're licensed.
Huh? There's too many names. Cypher's like pinching the middle of her. Oh, she was going to say ear. Nose.
Pinching her ear.
Well, she's tugging away at the lobe of her ear while typing with her right hand and then sipping on some coffee. She seems intent. Well, her attention's focused on the laptop at the moment, but she's semi-absorbed in that, but also listening into what you guys are saying. Okay. 3 advantage.
Yeah, you don't find much on him.
Okay.
Nothing bad though. Just
Was that the first one or both of them?
that was the first one.
Yep. Do you want me to make a roll? Is it harder for the second
Yeah,
one?
sure.
Or because I don't have a reference point for him. So yeah. I'll add a black. Is it B for black or what was it? It was
S.
Success. Cipher looks up at Trevor and she's got her head cocked sideways. Okay, we're done with you. Because she's
He
obviously...
leaves the bill and walks off.
He does what to the who now?
He leaves the bill and walks off.
Okay.
Terrence, we'll look at the bill.
They're about 6 for yours, 6 for his, and about 4 for rent.
6 for whose?
6 for who?
Yours, and $6 for yours, $6 for his. Sorry, his, yours. I was thinking of Adam, not Cypher.
If you're not me, your drink costs $6. If you are me, it
Correct.
costs $4.
I was just poking fun at the
know.
gender thing.
The gender reference. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because I was thinking of Adam, not Cypher.
You have to pay us $6 for that real life coffee you're drinking. We're in a different country and are in no way, shape, or form responsible for it, but it costs $6.
Yep. It must be
All
a
right.
good vanilla latte to be the same price as an Irish coffee.
Well, they use real vanilla.
True.
Did he use real vanilla even though I said syrup is fine?
Nope, it was the syrup.
He charged me $6 for syrup. So rude.
It's the
It's
same
like-
price of an Irish coffee.
Yeah, but yours has alcohol in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yours has got his vanilla. You ripped off, laddie. Oh, dear, dear.
Probably hence the 3.5 reviews.
Mine's just coffee, and it's only $2 less than the Irish coffee.
Well, that's because there's not $2 worth of whiskey in it. Wow.
Yeah, I've got $2 worth of fake vanilla in mine apparently.
So, she's looked up. Obviously, Cipher's engaged conversation with you guys. So this Feckle guy is actually. Did I get an image of this guy or not?
Yes, you did.
Okay. She turns the laptop around, shows you sort of like a profile pic, but it's not a profile pic. It's actually it looks more like a picture from the criminal database, and she says, "Well, so I do believe that." Seriously? Oh, okay. So the guy obviously looks fairly young. He's got short, clean-cut hair, a little bit of a goatee going on. So this is the only image that I could find of him. It's fairly old, but Feckle is actually a German word for flare, and flare is the hacker who used to own the tools that I found.
We robbed an old dude.
And
I mean, I'm not that surprised, but oops.
it's and he's also Dr. Hendricks.
Okay.
Hold on, he's running the program that her name is not Sophie. Susie. Sally.
Sally.
He was running the program that Sally joined
Cipher
in.
had a mouth open and a finger up in the air, like she was just about to say something to you. Oh no! Oh, hang on. Maybe I need further explanation from the internet.
I'm just picturing Cipher because she's turned around her laptop to face us. I'm picturing her like working over top of the back of the laptop with her head like hanging over.
She's now swinging it back and she's typing away, banging on the keyboard.
Like a toddler with a xylophone?
With mallets, then?
Not quite with that much emphasis.
That's what I picture every time you say banging away on the keyboard. I'm like, all right.
She's playing a xylophone. Okay. Feckle is German for flare.
Okay.
But the image that I've found is an old image of Dr. Hendricks, who was the university professor who taught cybersecurity and programming. My guess is this guy was also a hacker.
That's not too far-fetched, to be completely honest. I mean, a bit strange, I guess, if you've already got a secure position in a university. I mean, they get paid a lot, right? Just for kind of existing and telling other people they're not smart enough.
Well, I know there's one. He's not a professor, but he works 3 hours a week and gets paid $500 just for that, doing lectures and teaching programming.
Terry's got his head in his hands and he's like, I picked the wrong career. And in real life, Becca is doing the same thing.
What, also hating Adam?
I wish I could make $500 in 3 hours. Goddamn.
Nice, yeah.
I have to work 30 hours to make that much take-home pay. Goddamn. That's...
Holy crap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you can make me a perception check.
All of us? Or
Everyone? Okay.
probably not Cipher, because Cipher's banging away on a
Yeah,
keyboard
focus on other things. Yeah.
with hammers and stuff.
2 purple.
2 purple?
Okay. Terry's like dragging his hands up from his face, kind of pulling down on his lower eyelids, like,
I am too distracted by drinking my coffee to notice anything.
Well, actually, the way Cypher's drinking her coffee is like,
Okay, I'm distracted by that as well.
Okay.
That's like almost to the point of being sexual without it actually being sexual, but she's obviously overly enjoying it too much.
Terrence is pointedly not looking at her and notices something because of this.
Oh, because it's actually revolted Terry.
So it pays for a Cipher, does it?
No, Cypher's behavior actually benefits the party.
Ah,
In some way.
that's one way to look at it.
Guys, Terrence like stands up from the coffee table. He's just like, I think that guy just passed by the window. The same guy. The guy we've been searching. The Vackle dude.
Yeah. Okay.
He just went that way. Terrence like runs for the door and then he goes back and he picks up his cup. Is it in a disposable cup?
Yes.
He takes it with him and he goes, Cipher, pay the bill. And he runs it.
Ren's gonna head out too before anyone tells her to pay the bill.
Cypher's like left gobsmacked at the table, just going, "What the fuck?" She's looking down at a laptop. She slowly closes it.
And the barista comes over. Hello. How can I help you?
Skulls the drink, looks down at the bill, looks up at him. So Trevor, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Diploma of business, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And you're a barista.
Mm-hmm. What else was I going to do with a business mage?
Fair enough point. Here's me card. And I suppose there's a gratuity tip on top of that. Is that a thing in America?
Well, there's
Usually for tables about 8 or more people, but you just opened a doorway for this poor Trevor dude.
Yep.
Oh, Trevor. Throw an extra 10 on there for you.
It's almost more than the drink, so he's happy.
Wow.
I sort of feel sorry for him. Actually, talking to herself. She just remembered that Terry and Wren had just ran out the door. She's like, got her mouth open, fingers up in the air, and she's like, if you could just process that really quick, and I'll be on my way.
Hello, what would you like to eat? I don't know what you're looking for.
I don't think they use soy milk in this.
He goes, pays, comes back with the receipt and your card.
So, she's packed away her laptop at this time, and she's run out the door, looking left and right. She actually doesn't recall which way they went.
They were going left, but yes, if you don't know, what do you want to do?
No, I don't know. I'm going to try and figure out if I can see a tall, glaringly obvious, prancy dude running down the street.
Well, you took a while with the paying the bill, so he probably wouldn't be running anymore. He'd probably keeping a respectable distance away from this old guy who he's tailing now.
Okay. Oh, damn. How busy is the street?
Not very.
Not very.
Not very busy.
2 advantages.
Yep, 2 advantages.
So, Cipher notices a familiar haircut down the street off to the left, and followed behind, he realizes that he can see Wren as well, trying to catch up. Cipher haphazardly starts skipping on away after them through the crowd.
So Terry, you see the old guy? He goes into a 8-story apartment block.
Terry is confused, but he will not immediately follow inside. He will walk to the other side of the building, and is there an alleyway like right beside it?
Small one.
He will go and kind of lean in the entrance to there and just try and look as casual as possible.
And Wren can see where you go because she was not that far behind.
She's just gonna try and casually walk over to the same spot.
And what's Cipher going to do?
She's skipping right past them.
Nothing. Skipping the traffic, bring lots of attention.
Yeah.
Hi, guys!
That was a thought, but she's actually just casually walking past them into the building.
Oh.
Is it an abandoned building, or is it just like, you know?
No. It's an apartment block, and you see there's a big board which has the people and what floor they're on. Although now it says...
So there's a what? A wall?
Yeah, so like a sign. It has all the names and floor numbers.
So obviously with floor numbers and room numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrence is mildly concerned, so he's going to go into the building as well to make sure Cipher isn't doing anything crazy.
Oh, no. Well, she's just sort of like jumping up and down on the spot with her head cocked sideways, looking at the names.
No, totally casual behavior.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna get a crick in your neck, girly.
There it is. Feckle 704. So is that floor 7, number 4 unit, or top of the list? She's like pointing right at the name Feckle. See.
Wren walks in and is like, see what?
She's
there
like
is a C in the name Feckle. Yes, good job, Wren.
Wait, what?
We got Feckle here. Room 704. So yeah, I'm assuming that's floor 7, room 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm guessing the best place to go would be the elevators, perhaps.
She's
got
want
a big
to
grin on her face.
What are we gonna do when we get there?
Call him out? Like, what's your plan?
I hadn't thought that far ahead. That's your job. I'm just here to
Jump?
do things.
Well,
I can break in if you want me to.
well, he's there. He's gonna notice.
Politely come in.
He's gonna want to know why. We don't have an excuse for like we did the last time. We just knocked and asked if we could come in.
Should we order a pizza, perhaps? I'm actually getting fairly hungry myself. Pizza. Ham and pineapple. With some
Ham
olive.
and pineapple is delicious with some olives, yes.
No.
Specifically green olives, though, not black olives.
Okay, pizza aside.
Oh, we're discounting the pizza now?
Well, type of pizza aside. Forgive me.
Okay.
Pizza preferences aside. What then?
So, we know this guy is a professor. Or was a university professor. We know his sidelines as a hacker. And we know he might have something to do with Sally. Well,
Yes.
the tech that maybe she was using.
Just because he's old doesn't mean he's not dangerous, and it also doesn't mean he's not completely capable of calling for help if he decides he doesn't like us.
But ain't most old folk friendly?
No.
No.
Not all. No.
Not even most.
Oh, that was a resounding no.
I don't know what people you've been talking to, but no.
Oh. Most of the old folks I talk to, they seem pretty friendly enough.
Are they all elves? Humans are grumpy.
I just find humans grumpy, period.
Exactly. It gets worse with age.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So with age in humans, there becomes an exponential factor of their grumpiness. So they're born little shits, they live like shits, and they grow old like major whinging, whining shits.
You got it!
Okay, not like elves at all.
All right, now that we've figured out humanity, what do we want to do in case he is dangerous?
Ask him not to kill us politely?
We can hit him over the head with something.
Every time Cipher says something, it's like a double.
Well, it depends on what she says.
And I can just imagine Aaron rolling off his seat onto the floor. Ugh.
I mean, the hitting over the head is at least going to be more effective than the asking politely.
My biggest concern is if he calls in that squad of brutes who we were running away from last time.
Lone Star?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to deal with them.
No.
They're a friendly bunch. You get to know them better.
I don't want to.
Alright, let's try your plan, Cipher. Terrence looks very concerned, but he, starts walking forward, and he's got one of his hands on the Cipher's, back where her shoulder blades are, and he's, dragging her with him.
Wait, so we're trying the pizza thing?
Well, no, but we're trying the knock on the door and let's have tea thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I have tea. I have special tea.
You do. Cipher has tea too, but it's very chewed on.
I've got ginger, and she pulls out a half-chewed ginger root.
No, dear. And he puts his hand on her hand and just lowers it. Put that away. Nobody wants to look at it.
Each to their own. Okay, let's find an elevator.
Alright.
Is there an elevator?
There is.
Cool. Press the up button.
Press it again, and again, and again.
It's not going to come any faster if you do that.
I've got no answer to that.
For once?
Oh.
See? It works.
Cipher plan?
You're missing Adam is fucked underneath it. All right, hopping in. How many levels are there?
8.
Cipher's pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well,
Terrence slaps her upside the head. Why would you do that?
What did you do that for? You silly bugger. Cipher turns to Terry. What? What do you mean? We're going to level 7.
What did I do that for? What did you do this for? You think we have all day?
We're going to level 7.
yes, so you press the 7, and only the 7.
Well, admittedly, this is my first time in an elevator.
No, it's not.
Damn it. You remembered.
I'm gonna put $10 down on 12. I think you're 12.
I was thinking maybe 16.
Oh, so now we're reverting back to the pool.
don't know if I'm gonna put any money on it yet. That's just my best guess so
I
far.
don't know if you can put multiple bets down.
Sure you can.
Well, in that case, you could put down $10 on each age.
You could.
From 10 to 125.
You could, but I don't know very many people who want to spend $12,000 on trying to guess your age. And besides that, that would significantly, like, skew the pool. It would be a mess for everybody. And
Cipher pokes her head out the door. Level
it just
1.
wouldn't be good.
Pops back in. Assuming the elevator's going up again.
Mhm.
Ding! Cipher pokes her head out. Level
Terrence
2.
leaves the elevator and goes to find stairs. Is there stairs?
There are stairs.
Okay, Terrence is gonna take the stairs.
Cipher's looking at Wren. She's got a bit of a grin on her face.
Stay in the elevator.
Okay.
Ren's staying in the elevator. She thinks
Ding!
Cypher's kind of
Level 3.
entertaining sometimes.
Ding! Level 4. Oh. Nothing interesting here.
And which one's been your favorite so far?
Level 2.
Why?
Because there was a kid down the end playing with a baseball bat.
Oh. I hear those are good for headaches.
Apparently so. Ding! Level 5. Nothing here. Oh, boring. We can pass to Terry if she wants.
Terrence is
Ding!
like, he was taking the steps at 2 at a time. He's already at level 7. He's just kind of waiting for you guys.
And we get to level 7. Are you there?
I didn't know there was a kid with a baseball bat on the level he got off on, though.
Anyway, Cipher jumps out. Ooh, Terry! Jeez, you're quick.
Terry, in case you're wondering, floor 2 is apparently the best one.
Had a kid with a baseball bat, so if you ever need a baseball bat, that's the kid to get it from.
I might ask to borrow the baseball bat, he says. He's kind of glaring at you a little bit.
Yeah. She's like squinting her eyes. Good idea. We might need it just in case. Because I didn't bring anything. Because obviously Cipher's got something completely different in mind.
Yep. All right.
So there's O1, O2, O3, and O4 is down the hall.
Let's go.
All right.
You guys wanting me to lead, or...
It's your plan.
I just came up with the idea.
Yeah.
There's no plan.
So you should lead it. Lead
Okay.
on. Oh, brilliant leader.
Oh, God. It's coming back to Star Wars again. Cipher's skipping down the hall,
Terrence is
humming a
following.
little tune. Everything's normal. Cipher gets to the door, looks at it.
And it is open.
Oh.
Oh,
Open about 6 inches.
okay. Has it got a
And-
04 on it?
It does.
Hear any sounds? Or can I see anything?
You can see over where the window is, and there's a bed. There is a guy sitting on the floor in front of the bed, back to you. And he has a rig off to his left, and he is jacked into it.
Okay.
Terrence comes up behind you. What's going on?
Cipher turns around. She's like, went to knock on the door, but you obviously saw it was already open. She's just sort of like opened the door with her hand. revealing guy sitting in front of the bed. Obviously, he's got a wire or several wires going from a computer into his, I'm assuming the back of his neck.
His is on the side of his head, and his head is down, like his head is drooping down.
On the side of his head.
Which you think, yeah, that. So you can't see his head, but you know that he's must be leaning forward a little, and his head's drooped down, and it's in his jacket must be on the side of his temple.
All right. So similar to mine, except I think mine's on the back of my neck.
Yeah, you can be in different places, but yeah, you think his must be.
Yep. So he be doing a bit of net diving. He's in a deep dive at the moment, so I don't think he's gonna hear us coming in.
And he left the door open?
It's not normal.
No.
It's a bit careless.
Well,
Is there any way for you to see or check what exactly he's doing?
I'd have to go in for a deep dive. I'd have to try and hack into his network and see if I can't approach him in there. I could do that. Maybe.
Would you be safe doing? Your head isn't gonna melt, right?
It's always risky doing these kinds of things. I mean, there's the risk of temporary insanity, which, for all intensive purposes, it isn't going to make me much worse than I am already.
That we could handle, but don't melt your head.
That would not be the plan. All right, so there's a desk there. So, and obviously the table on the right.
So you're entering?
Yes. I am.
Terrence is following.
And I'm following too.
Are we just gonna leave the door open? Terrence said.
As you enter the room, you see suddenly, as you pull the door, start to close it, that the old guy isn't next to the bed. He is sitting in the chair in front of the sink. In his hand is a decent-sized revolver, which he has pointed at you.
Oh, fuck. Terrence has his hands in the air.
And he says, "Who are you?" And that's where we'll end.
There might have been spillage.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. I'm just going through, trying to find what Aaron said to me last game, and I'm going through lines and lines of just
Nonsense.
It's that we just start on the VF1J, and then that starts off a whole conversation, pictures and videos. It's just like, what the hell are we on about? I'm just, because God did send me some information. I'm just trying to find it. No, I can't find that post anywhere, Aaron.
No, don't expect me to find it, because I just sent it to you, and that I've got the same nonsense that you do. Exactly the same nonsense as you. Mine will mirror yours.
See, now I'm talking about L5R. Do we even remain on any one subject, friend?
Oh, we don't. We don't. We actually bounce around a lot.
Oh, what the Warrior? I'm so far up in my channel now. Aaron, shut up. I'm so far.
What?
It's taking forever to scroll back.
You're gonna need a proctologist.
Oh. It's just me being oblivious. Becca gets it.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing this hard.
She's sitting on the far right side.
So Cipher just went to the far right?
Yes.
Cipher just got straight into the cab, and she's just sat put.
So, what did we learn today? Emily doesn't get sexual innuendo, and Adam doesn't get political ones.
Political?
Oh.
What the fuck, right?
Then I'm gonna go sit on the far left.
God has muted himself again.
Oh.
Or is he sending
Probably.
information? It's so we can't hear him typing away on the keyboard.
God is
But
handing
we still
down a
notice
divine
that he's muted.
revelation.
But he's muted. Yep. We
Yep.
know now. We know when he's muted, he's doing something sinister.
Yeah. We have ways to tell.
You think you can fool us? Why am I fucked?
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, Raveninsane as Cipher the Hacker, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Syrinscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Kritfayle production.